everyone, welcome to the complete guide to Switzerland. We like to explore the places and share our experience with you guys so that you can plan your travel better. In this video, we are going to cover all these topics. Before we jump into the details, let's understand where is Switzerland located.
Switzerland is a landlocked country situated in the heart of Europe, bordered by Germany to the north, France to the west, Italy to the south, and Austria to the east. This small yet stunning country is renowned for its beautiful location, majestic Alps, and for the most breathtaking natural landscapes.
Let's start with what is the best time to travel to Switzerland.
So, if you're planning to visit Switzerland, you can plan it in the spring season during April and May, or in early autumn season, that is during September and October. But if you want to experience the snowfall, then December to February is the right time to visit. So no matter when you visit, Switzerland looks beautiful all year along.
Now let's talk about flights and visa.
There are many airports in Switzerland, but the largest one is Zurich Airport. If you're traveling from India and planning to reach directly to Switzerland, it can be costly affair. Visit Google Flights or Skyscanner to get the best rates of flights. And you can get the best deals if you're booking your tickets 2 to 3 months in advance. We traveled to France on Schengen Visa and did internal transfer via train to Switzerland.
We took Schengen Visa that allows to travel through all the Schengen regions. And from India, if you want to apply visa, you can apply through VFS. We got this process done from HRM Visas, which was quite simpler and easier. So we have provided the details of HRM Visas in the description, which you can check.
Switzerland has a wide range of accommodation options to fit in any budget. You have the options of luxury hotels, mid-range hotels, Airbnb and hostel too. Hotels are really expensive, and if you are planning to book anywhere within the city, the prices are much higher. We preferred Airbnb and hostels that were equally great. Just to give you an idea on the prices, hotel may cost you around 10,000 to 12,000 INR, and good Airbnb will cost you around 6,000 to 8,000 INR, and the hostels per person in a dome will cost about 5,000 INR. If you need private rooms in hostels, that may again cost you around 10,000 to 12,000 INR.
Itinerary, which is the most important topic. So let's be real. 3 days is not enough to explore Switzerland. But in case if you have only 3 days, not to worry, we are going to provide the itinerary which suits for 3 days. But let me tell you, 5 days is ideal if you are also traveling to any other country along with Switzerland. But in this video, we will provide you 5 days and also a 7 days itinerary. So let's start with 3 days.
On day 1, let's skip Zurich altogether. Zurich is a beautiful city, but it's quite commercialized, expensive, and doesn't offer the same stunning alpine views you will find elsewhere in Switzerland. Instead, head directly to Lucerne and stay here for one night. Lucerne is the perfect base to explore the nearby mountains, charming streets, and a beautiful lake. From Lucerne, head to Engelberg, a 45-minute train ride. From there, take a cable car to Mount Atlas, one of the Switzerland's most popular peaks. The cost for a round trip from Engelberg to the top of Mount Atlas is around 92 Swiss francs. And if you have Swiss pass, you have to pay 50% of the amount. Trust me, the views are worth every penny. At the summit, you can walk around the ice flyer chairlift, cross the Titlis cliff walk, Europe's highest suspension bridge, and even try snow tubing or ice skating depending on the season. There are several activities at the top, including a visit to the ice cave and some incredible photo ops with the snow-capped mountains surrounding you.
This is Glacier Park. Look at this, it's ice everywhere and this is quite slippery. So I am just being very careful and then going. So it's a one full round here, the Glacier Park. The first floor has most of the activities. Second floor, third, fourth has mostly shops and also restaurants. Here food is quite expensive in the restaurants, so it's better to pack something from Lucerne or like in somewhere, some other city, and then bring it and have it here.
After a morning of adventure, head back to Lucerne and spend the evening exploring this stunning town. Lucerne has gorgeous old town which you can easily explore on foot. Check out the Chapel Bridge, a historic wooden bridge. Don't miss the Lion Monument, which is a tribute to Swiss gods who died in the French Revolution. There is also a charming old town square where you can grab some lunch or a hot chocolate. If you are a fan of museums, visit Swiss Museum of Transport or the Rosengart collection, which has works by Picasso. On day 2, take an early morning train from Lucerne to Interlaken. It's about 2-hour ride, but the views during the journey are absolutely mesmerizing. Once in Interlaken, head to Lauterbrunnen, which just 20 minutes away from train. Lauterbrunnen is famous for its waterfalls. There are 72 waterfalls in this valley.
One of the beautiful places in Switzerland. It's a beautiful, huge, long waterfalls. That's here.
This is Staubbach Falls, which cascades 300 meters down the cliffside. Afterwards, head to Murane by taking a short train ride and then a cable car. Murane is a car-free village, and if you like hiking, there are some easy walks. Or you can just relax and enjoy the atmosphere.
Murane is a small village where few shops, restaurants are there. It's just a place to come around, just like walk around the streets, like maybe for 20 minutes, half an hour. I mean, you can spend more time if you have time. Otherwise, yeah, I think 30 minutes would be good enough to just explore this place. But the view from here is beautiful, like really, really beautiful, because we are at a good height, because I'm not sure what height we are in. But then, yeah, the view is really nice.
Return to Interlaken in the evening. You will have time to stroll along the street with the great views of the mountains.
One of the must-do activity in Interlaken is taking a cruise. So if you're planning to take a cruise, here is the Interlaken Oost train station. If you just come out of that, then there is a way to take a cruise. So we can buy a ticket here. In case if you have a Swiss pass, then there is no need to buy a ticket, it's free. So if you have a Swiss pass, then definitely this is the must-do activity. There are 2 lakes here, so depends on whichever is operating, you can take the cruise. The one takes like around 2.5 hours, the round trip, or the other one, the Lake Thun one, takes around 5 hours. So depends on the time that you have, and also there is an option. One way you can go, you can get down and then take a bus and come back. So just see around all the options and book it accordingly.
On day 3, take a scenic train ride to Grindelwald from Interlaken. The train ride is about 30 minutes and you will be surrounded by some of the most beautiful alpine scenery in Switzerland. Grindelwald is known for its hiking trails, skiing and jaw-dropping mountain views. If you are into hiking, the first cliff walk is a must-do. This is a cliffside path with amazing views of Eiger and other peaks.
If you want to do the activity in Grindelwald, it's better to come early in the morning, like around at least by 8-9 o'clock, because they said tickets will be sold out by 10 or 11 o'clock AM in the morning. And if you buy the tickets online, there are high chances they will not refund the amount in case if the weather is bad. So it's better to come early here and then buy the tickets. And also this place looks really nice. Planning to stay here one day is a good idea. We are at the top of first Grindelwald. The temperature is -2, -3 right now. It's quite cold. Here there are multiple activities to do. There are 4 rides mainly. That's a mountain bike, trot bike, and then a flyer and glider. At this point, glider and flyer, they've closed it. We're just waiting or hoping that it's going to open. Otherwise, we can do a cliff walk, and also there is a beautiful lake. I'm not sure how much view we're going to get it, but then there's
I think it's a walk of like some 2 kilometers. So we are going there. After a fun-filled day in Grindelwald, head back to Interlaken for your final evening. If you have a 5-day trip, Day 4 is dedicated to visit Jungfrau, the top of Europe. Take the famous Jungfrau railway from Interlaken to the highest railway station in Europe at 3,452 meters.
On day 5, take a scenic train to Zermatt, which is 3-hour distance from Interlaken. In Zermatt, you will find the most beautiful mountain, that is Matterhorn.
Here you can take the Gornergrat Railway, which offers panoramic views of the Matterhorn and surrounding peaks. For those of you with 7 days, start your trip with a full day in Zurich. Explore the charming old town, visit the Swiss National Museum to learn about Swiss history, and stroll down the famous Brandstrasse See for some shopping. You can also stop by the Land of Home Chocolate for a tour and delicious chocolate tasting.
ज़ूरिक सेंट्रल में शाम को बस ऐसे ही वॉक करने में भी बहुत मज़ा आ रहा है। लेक का व्यू ज़बरदस्त है, इतना साफ़ सुथरा जगह है ये, और साथ में वो दूर पे माउंटेन रेंजेस भी दिख रहे हैं बहुत ही क्लियरली। कैमरा में शायद ना दिखे ये चीज़, लेकिन बहुत खूबसूरत है अगर आकर देखें तो।
If time permits, visit Rhine waterfalls, which is the largest waterfalls in Europe. This is just 1 hour away from Zurich by train. Day 2 to day 5 will remain same as we discussed in 5-day itinerary.
On your final day, take the Glacier Express, one of the most scenic train journeys in the world, connecting Zermatt to St. Moritz. The full journey takes about 8 hours. However, if you don't want to commit to the entire 8-hour trip, you can hop on and hop off at various points to explore different regions of Switzerland. Here are the few of the key stops where you can get off. Here is the breakup of 3, 5, 7 days itinerary.
In Switzerland, trains are the best way to travel. They are fast, scenic, and super reliable.
To save on transport, we bought a 3-day Swiss travel pass for 225 Swiss francs, which was approximately 20,500 INR per person. This pass covers unlimited travel on trains, buses, and boats, along with a free entry to over 500 museums and discounts on mountain excursions like Jungfrau and Mount Atlas. Here is a quick price guide of Swiss Pass. You can buy the Swiss Pass online from the official Swiss travel system website or at major train stations like Zurich or Geneva. You can even buy it just a day before your trip. If you're not using trains much, here are the example of single ticket prices. If you're taking multiple journeys, the Swiss Pass is worth it. But if you're visiting only few places, single tickets might work better for you. Decide based on your itinerary and budget.
Switzerland, food is very expensive. If you are eating outside, somewhere in the mid-range restaurant, the cost for 2 people will be around 30 to 50 Swiss francs. That's approximately 3,000 to 5,000 INR. And this is for single meal.
We usually preferred food from the roadside vendors or small stores and mostly preferred to cook our own meals during the trip. Staying at Airbnb made it easier, where we could pick up ingredients from local supermarkets like Coop or Migros. We also try out dining at times to experience the Swiss restaurants. Do not miss out to try cheese fondue if you love cheese and if you're traveling during the winter season. Other cuisine that you can try out are mentioned on the screen. This is the breakdown of expenses for 2 people in Switzerland that we spent in 4 days.
Whenever you travel to Switzerland or any parts of Europe, do not miss to carry few items that's really necessary.
Make sure to carry your Forex card as most of the places accepts card and it is easier to transact. Carry cash as well if you are confused whether to carry euro or Swiss francs. Let me tell you, euros are accepted at most of the places. In some places where it is not, they charge a little higher on the euro as per the exchange rate. Few other important things are comfortable walking shoes, sunscreen, umbrella, reusable water bottle, universal travel adapter for European outlets to charge your electronic devices, a light jacket if you're going during summers as evenings can get chilly. If you're traveling during September to December, make sure to carry a lot of warm clothes.
Thank you for watching and please don't forget to subscribe the channel. Bye bye.